JT, this is another case break simulation. I'm trying to get through these a little bit quicker because I know they've been long. Today we got 2021-22 Allure, cool hockey product from Upper Deck. Let's talk about it, and I'll tell you whether or not you should buy it, whether you should buy into a break, and how I can save you money. This product is essentially, in my opinion, an answer to Panini Prism Topps Chrome. It's a Chrome set. It's got a bunch of parallels, bunch of rainbow stuff, and I think they do some clever stuff with the rainbow. It's also got a, let's see, 150 card base set. 50 of those, I believe, are rookies, and they come one per pack. So this is from Beckett.com. Disclaimer on this: hey, if you spend your money, I'm not responsible for losses. I'm giving you recommendations. I just want to make sure that that's clear. Tons and tons of parallels. Here's kind of the breakdown. And any of these that did not have print runs, like the black rainbow, I just used these pack odds to kind of figure out a print run. So that's what we'll get into later. There are 20 boxes in a case. Yeah, 8 cards per pack, 8 packs per box. That's what you get there. And here's what you get. You get, 20 autographs in a case, 80 inserts, and 180 parallels, which leaves 1,000 base cards. Okay, so this is like, if this is like a Chrome product, you actually have a lot of value in the base cards because they grade well, and the rookies are usually worth a lot of money in the future. Obviously, they're not going to replace the why am I drawing a blank? The rookie cards from the from Upper Deck Series 1 and 2, but they could be really good. Now, the one thing I will say is that they don't look very appealing, but I like the color on the edges. That means that when a breaker's kind of fanning these cards out, you're going to see the color. So that's kind of cool. And then there's some die cuts in there and some autos, so you can see how the color goes all the way to the edge. There's not a border. I like that. I think that's cool. There's a lot of insert cards in this, and as I've said before, Upper Deck does a good job on insert sets. It looks like there's going to be a lot of stickers in this set on the autos, so kind of harkening back to the cup, a lot of complaints about stickers. But there you have it. Quartz, it's another die cut. And in a Chrome version, I think that could look pretty cool, but unfortunately it's a sticker. Now this rainbow set, this is cool. Okay, they have, each player is going to have a red to orange, orange to yellow, yellow to green, green to blue, and blue to purple. Parallel, you put them together and you kind of have this mosaic that you can rearrange. This is going to be great for people who like to display their cards. There's a rarity, which I think is really a bad idea. They should not have made any of these more rare than the others so that you could collect the whole thing. Not easily, but not as difficult as going to be the 199 of the blue to purple. I mean, that you could be anywhere in the country. People don't post their cards online and stuff like that. It's going to be tough. But this is a really, really cool idea, and I think that's going to look sweet in a Chrome variant. Now, obviously they always have kind of a goalie set, and then they have this control room, which is supposed to be young players and rookies, I think. I'm not sure what control room has to do with anything, but I like this iced out card, and I think this iced out card might actually be the card with the most potential on a Chrome set with all of this diamond stuff in the background. So the cost of a case, $1369.95 at Steel City. If you were to break that up, if you don't know what I'm doing here, please go watch one of my other videos so that I could save some time by not having to explain it. Basically, the cost of this case distributed across how many autographs, inserts, parallels that each team has. So when you look at this checklist, you see that the Senators have the most unique autographs. They do happen to have the most total autographs, but sometimes when you expand the print run out to all these teams, it's not in that order. Like right here, you got the Red Wings have 44, the Flyers have 36, but actually the Flyers have more actual total cards when you account for print run. So if you go off of who has the most autographs, it's the Senators. And if you were to pay a price by a team based on each autograph being worth the exact same amount of money, you would want to pay about $75 for the Senators. Here's the team with the least amount of autographs: the Blue Jackets, Leafs, Oilers, Islanders. So there you go there. Now, if we talk about it in terms of inserts, the total number of inserts is the Senators, the Rangers, the Avalanche, who has the least amount of inserts. So if you're chasing that iced out card, or you're chasing some of those parallels, the die cut things, not parallels, just the die cuts and stuff, this would be the team with the least amount: the Blues, the Sharks, the Knights. Teams with the most. Maybe if you're just searching for inserts, you could pay about $87 for Senators, and you'd probably be okay. Same thing for total number of parallels. These are non-auto parallels, tons of parallels because there's so much color in this set. 20,000 different Ducks cards, 17,000 different Flyers cards. Here's the teams with the least amount. And remember, folks, if you need to, go back, take screenshots, use these videos to help inform your purchases. You know, if we distribute the cost of the case over the parallels, you pay about 70 bucks for the Ducks. 70 bucks for the Ducks. Okay, now we talk about checklist strength. Checklist strength is something I've invented. I use Google searches for memorabilia and sports cards in order to provide a numeric value to each player. Then I add up that all the players' cards in the set, and then I add those by team, and I figure out what team is the strongest, what team is the weakest, which players are the strongest and weakest, and how does this product compare to all other products. I give it a score out of 5, and here it is. So out of 4,000 unique cards, this set actually has a pretty decent strength. About 14 to 1,500 of those 1,400 of those 4,000 fall in the 4 to 5 category, and that is profitable categories. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of demand, a lot of searches, and a lot of. I think you'll sell quick, and I think you'll sell at a profit if you're in a 4 or 5. If you're at a 2 or a 1, you probably either won't sell or you'll lose money on the sale. That's what I'm saying there. There are thousands of autographs. There's over 15,000 autograph cards in this set based on all the print runs that I was able to tell. But unfortunately, the majority of those cards fall under a 4, which gives this product strength a 2.6. Now, if you want to buy the team with the highest value, the Senators have the highest value. That means that they have the most players with the most search interest and the most cards, and that's what you're getting there. So the Senators, Panthers, Wings, Ducks, they have the most value in the set. The least valuable teams are the Blue Jackets, the Maple Leafs, the Predators. The most value by insert card is going to be in this order, and the least value by insert card is this. Again, this is telling you demand, search demand, card demand, price demand, things like that. This is how much you could pay. And what I'm saying with these prices, why am I giving you these prices? I think I have decent confidence that you could probably make a profit. At that price, if you pay $80 for the Senators, I think you can make a profit. I think you'll get cards, and I think you'll make a profit. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I think that's true. Now, if we look at the distribution, why is this rated at 2.6? Well, look at how many cards fall between 1 and 3 versus how many fall 4 and 5. A product can never be a 0 as long as it has an autograph. This is, I think this is based on all cards, not just autographs. But basically, what this is saying is the majority of the cards in this set, they fall on the lower end of the scale. Oh no, this is actually just autographs. This is just based on the autograph checklist. That's why this has such a heavy skew lower. So what this is saying is basically, yes, there are good, strong autographs. Connor McDavid's in this set. But there's not a lot of them. There's way more of the guys that don't have a lot of search interest. So let's look at the checklist. We look at the rarest cards in this set. Here's the least rare. Base set, obviously base rookies. Here's some of the parallels and stuff. If we look at the most rare cards in this set, the rarest is going to be Control Room Auto Parallel. There is a player who only has one of them, and the print run is 1. So 1 of 1 that's the result there. There's like this card here, the Red Rainbow Auto Parallel Rookies. There's 2 1 of 1s for that, and that's why there's 2 there. Now if we go to a higher print run like 5, there's 2 print runs to 5 of the Control Room Auto Parallel, and that means that there's 10 total cards of that. So this is just showing you the rarest cards in the set. But we'll keep going. If you're searching for that 1 of 1, here's the teams with the most 1 of 1s: the Senators, Ducks, Wings, Canucks, Canadians. Take a screenshot. If you're searching for 1 of 1s, these teams have tons of them. If you are searching for 1 of 1s, these teams have the least amount, so avoid those teams. There you go on the 1 of 1s. Next, we're going to look at the total print run, regardless of team, and this is to show you that, hey, a 1 of 1 might not be as rare as you think. There's 425 1 of 1s in this set. Across all the different inserts and base and rookies, there's 425. There's also 42 different 1 of 2s, which give you 84 total cards, which means that getting a 1 of 2 is more rare than getting a 1 of 1. That's just something. Also, getting A 1 of 3 is more rare than a 1 of 1, and getting a 1 of 8 is more rare than a 1 of 1, and a 1 of 12. So there you go. Now that doesn't mean that getting, no, actually, not this one. That's what happens when you talk too fast. I know it's not more rare to get the 1 of 1, but when you look to get, am I more likely to get a 1 of 1 than a 1 of 2? No. Yes, you are more likely to get a 1 of 1 than a 1 of 2. It doesn't matter about like the card itself. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Now, per team, let's look at the per team. So number of unique cards, here's the order by unique cards, but if we explode it out for the print run, here's what it is. That is the actual number of cards by team, so that you can, if you're going strictly based on who has the most cards, that's the way to do it. Here's the teams that have the least amount of cards. Even if we sort by the unique least amount, it's different. The Knights are they actually have the least amount of cards when you go by print run. So it's good because they're more rare, but it's bad because if you buy into a team break, you might not get a hit. Now I do simulate these case breaks based on total randomness, and I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that I was able to get here. So we're getting about 1,280 cards per case. In the 20th case break of my 20 case break simulation, you should get 20 autographs because there's one autograph per box and there's 20 boxes per case. So I did get 20. Here they are. I actually got a 1 of 1 autograph in this. Niles Lundqvist, I think that's how you say it. But let's see what kind of low print run stuff we got. We got a 1 and a 10, 12, and a 24. That's pretty good. Oh, those are the autos. Hold on. Oh, I got 2 1 of 1s in this case. That's actually the most I've ever gotten in one case since I've been doing this. So that's pretty cool. And I don't really know what else to show you from that. So for the 1 case break, here's the teams that I got the most cards from. And here's the teams that I got the least cards from. That is a simulation based on, they say you're going to get this many parallels, this many inserts, this many autographs. I do that with the checklist, and this is what the results really are. So if I had a factory, this is what my 20th case would actually look like. And we break that down by the parallels. I got bread baskets. I got 1 of those. Okay, so here's those, and that's what it is. Some inserts and stuff. And the most frequent card is going to be obviously base. But here for 20 cases, to kind of remove and smooth for that bias and stuff, like smooth for anomalies, I do 20 cases, and I'll show you. Look, we got these teams in this order for who got the most cards. If we were to buy and open 20 cases, this is the results, how they would be distributed. And here is the least for 20 cases. If you buy 20 cases and you break them all yourself without selling team breaks, well, you're a wealthy person. And here I got a bunch of 1-on-1s. We got 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1 of 1s in 20 cases. That's really good. I mean, the 20th case we had 2 alone. That's pretty good. So if you're chasing 1 of 1s based on that total randomness, the Senators, Maple Leafs, Rangers, Blackhawks, Canucks, Kraken, Devils, and Panthers all provided us with at least 1 of 1. So there's that. And if you are looking for the breakdown of 20 case breaks, which autographs did I get by team? Here they are in that order, and here's the least amount. So I did get some from the Blue Jackets, even though they have the least. I got 3 of them, but that's 20 cases. Think about that. If you bought the Blue Jackets, you had, in order to get 3 Blue Jackets autographs, you have to buy 20 cases. That's kind of what that's saying there. But in order to get 31 Senators autographs, you need to buy 20 cases. That's pretty good. That means you're probably getting more than 1 on average per case. Base cards, no one cares. Inserts, there you go. You get 101 Rangers, 95 Avalanche. The least amount of inserts are there. And non-auto parallels, we're going to get 180 of the Red Wings. And, there it is. I don't need to read them all. And then here's my overall recommendation. I think this rainbow thing is amazing. I love it. I wish that the print runs were the same across all the colors. And then, have some rarities like the autographs. There's going to be an autograph version of this. And I think it's awesome. I think that this product, if executed correctly, could stand up against Prism and maybe, but probably not, Topps Chrome. But definitely up against Prism. This is a good idea by Upper Deck. I don't know if this is new or if they've had it in previous years, but I like it. And let me go ahead and give you the final buy recommendations. If you're a casual collector, go all in. If you're a slab person, you like to get things graded, go for the breaks. I don't think you need to buy a lot of personal, because if you send a lot of stuff in for grading, it's probably always going to be breaks or don't buy, because why would you buy a bunch of personal boxes unless it's a briefcase that has like 10 cards that are all great. Investors, yep, go all in, breaks and personal. Set builders, I think that buying personal boxes of this is a good idea. Breaks, maybe. You'll get teams, obviously, but whatever. Team breaks, yes, buy. Random team breaks, yes, buy. I caution on random team breaks. I caution when the checklist really skews towards several teams. That way you don't randomly get a crappy team and you've paid too much money for them. Kids, yes, I do recommend kids buy this product in pack form or box form, because they're chrome, they're durable, and I don't think if you ruin a base card, for example, you're not losing a ton of value. Whereas, something like SP Legends, you might lose a lot of value if you give it to kids. And these are for kids who don't know what they're doing. And that's it. That's Upper Deck Allure 2021-22. Upper Deck Allure. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. And I will continue to make these videos. Thanks.